Want to speak real Hindi from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at hindipod101.com.
मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है। आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई। Hi, my name is Prerna. Nice to meet you. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Hindi. There are only 2 sentences you need to know. Namaste. मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है। आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई। Hi, my name is Prerna. Nice to meet you. Start by saying Namaste. Then say मेरा नाम, then your name, and then say है. Please repeat after me. Namaste. मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. Finally, say आप से मिलकर खुशी हुई. Together we have Namaste. मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Let's take a closer look at the first sentence. The first word is Namaste. Namaste in Hindi is equivalent to hello, which can be used at any time of the day. Next is Mera. The word Mera means my. This is a way to refer to yourself, which can be used by both men and women. Next, we have Naam. The word Naam means name. Then you say your name. And finally, we have hai. Hai is attached to the end of the sentence and literally means to exist. In the first sentence, we have the construction Mera plus Naam plus your name plus hai. The structure of simple Hindi sentences is different from English. In Hindi, the word order is subject, object, verb. The second sentence we have is आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई can be used by both men and women. It means nice to meet you. It's used when meeting someone for the first time. आप से मिलकर खुशी हुई. आप से मिलकर खुशी हुई. Now it's time for Prerna's points. Indian people don't generally shake hands. You're better off using the Namaste gesture. However, in a business situation, you might want to use a handshake. Shaking hands is more common in big cities where Western customs are more familiar.
नमस्ते, आपका नाम क्या है?
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम मेघा है और आपका नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम आशा है।
आशा जी, आपका नाम अच्छा है।
शुक्रिया। कमला जी, आप कैसी है?
अरे महिमा जी, मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ और आप कैसी हैं?
मैं भी ठीक हूँ, धन्यवाद।
आपका बेटा कैसा है?
वो बहुत अच्छा है, धन्यवाद।
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use good manners when we thank people. क्या आप तैयार हैं? Are you ready? तो चलिए शुरू करें. So let's begin. There are several ways to thank someone, but let's start with the easiest. It's just one word. Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad means thank you. You can emphasize dhanyavad by adding bahut, which means very much. So it becomes bahut dhanyavad. Bahut dhanyavad. In Hindi, there are other ways to express one's gratitude. Dhanyavad comes from Sanskrit and it sounds quite formal. That's why some people prefer to use Urdu expressions, which are felt to be more colloquial. A more colloquial expression for thank you in Hindi is shukriya. Shukriya can also be preceded by bahut, which means very much. Bahut shukriya. Bahut shukriya. So, now you have learned how to say thank you in Hindi. But how will you reply if someone else says thank you to you? In Hindi, your welcome is sometimes expressed as swagat hai. The expression swagat hai means welcome. Swagat hai. You can also respond to someone who has thanked you by using another expression. This is koi baat nahi, which literally means it's nothing. Koi baat nahi. So, when someone says dhanyavad to you, you can simply reply with swagat hai or koi baat nahi. Now it's time for Prerna's points. Just as with the expressions for thank you and please, Indians do not always use you're welcome in everyday situations. It's a concept literally translated from English. Native speakers often show politeness simply by using polite pronouns and verb forms while speaking.
आप शाकाहारी हैं?
नहीं, मैं शाकाहारी नहीं हूँ।
तो आप मांसाहारी हैं?
जी हाँ, लेकिन मैं सिर्फ गोमांस नहीं खाती हूँ। आपकी कितनी बिल्लियाँ हैं?
मेरी एक बिल्ली है।
और कितने कुत्ते हैं?
2।
आपकी उम्र क्या है?
मैं 30 साल की हूँ।
आपके कितने बच्चे हैं?
मेरे कोई बच्चे नहीं हैं।
Want to speak real Hindi from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at HindiPod101.com.
In this lesson, we'll learn some of the most common greetings used in India. क्या आप तैयार हैं? Are you ready? तो चलिए शुरू करें. So, let's begin. Let's start with a greeting you're sure to have heard before. Namaste. This is a word that is so closely associated with India and Indian culture that it has become famous all over the world. Namaste. Namaste. The word namaste is made out of two Sanskrit words, nama and te, which have been joined to mean I salute you. We use namaste as a formal as well as a friendly greeting. It's used when people meet at any time of the day, morning, noon, or evening. A slightly more formal variation on namaste, which you may or may not have heard before, is namaskar. Namaskar. Use this and you'll surely impress your Indian friends. In Hindi, using different greetings for each time of the day is not very common. When talking with friends, we usually just use the English phrases. But there are equivalent Hindi versions. They're just not used that often. If you meet someone before noon, you can say Suprabhat. Suprabhat. For later in the day, you can say Shubh Sandhya. Shubh Sandhya. But for most of the time, you can just say Namaste and not worry about it. As we learned in this lesson, Namaste can mean both hello and goodbye. However, this is not the only way of saying goodbye in Hindi. A parting expression that we can use for all occasions is Fir milenge, which means see you. Fir milenge. Fir milenge. The first word fir means again, and the second word milenge means we will meet. Let's look at one more expression, alvida. Alvida is an Urdu word which means goodbye. Alvida. It is an appropriate choice when parting for a long time. Now, it's time for Prerna's points. The easiest way of saying your goodbyes in Hindi is by using Namaste. Take a slight bow with folded hands and say Namaste. Namaste and Namaskar both come from Sanskrit and mean something like I honor you or I bow to you.
You are at a bus terminal where you're attempting to buy a ticket from a ticket counter. There are 4 different counters. Which counter should you line up at to go to the south side of the city? Which counter should you line up at to go to the south side of the city? The third counter is the counter for bus tickets that go to the south side of the city.
शहर के दक्षिण की तरफ।
You are at a bus terminal where you've just bought a long-distance ticket. Which row and seat number are you in? Which row and seat number are you in? The ticket says that you're in the 8th row in seat C.
8वीं पंक्ति, सीट C.
You are at a bus terminal where you're reading the schedule for long-distance buses. On which days are there no buses running? On which days are there no buses running? There are no buses running on public holidays and the 3rd Sunday of every month.
सार्वजनिक छुट्टियों हर महीने के तीसरे रविवार को.
You are at a bus terminal where you're waiting for the 3:01 bus. There is a notice posted on the bus timetable. What does the notice say? What does the notice say? The notice reads, "The 3:01 bus does not stop here."
301 नंबर बस यहाँ नहीं रुकती.
You just got off a bus at a bus terminal and you're looking to catch a taxi. Which direction should you go to get to the taxi rank? Which direction should you go to get to the taxi rank? You should head east to get to the taxi rank.
पूर्व.
Want to speak real Hindi from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at HindiPod101.com.
Hello everyone, welcome back to HindiPod101.com, the easiest, smartest and quickest way to learn Hindi online. My name is Anuj Khurana and today we are going to learn the most commonly used words in Hindi. Namaste. Hello. So our first word is Namaste. So this is a very courteous way of saying hello in Hindi. So whenever we want to greet someone in Hindi, we just fold our hands and say Namaste, which means hello in English. Suprabhat. Good morning. Moving on to the next word, which is Suprabhat, which means good morning. Shubh Ratri. Good night. Shubh Ratri, which means good night. Shubh Sandhya. Good evening. Shubh Sandhya, which means good evening. Aapka naam kya hai? What is your name? Moving on to the next set of words, which is Aapka naam kya hai, which means in English, what is your name? Main hu. I am. So to reply to this question, we can always answer like मेरा नाम अनुज खुराना है. My name is Anuj Khurana. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Nice to meet you. आपको मिलके खुशी हुई. Nice to meet you. आप कैसे हैं? How are you? So next set of words is asking someone that how they are doing. आप कैसे हैं? How are you? जी मैं ठीक हूँ. और आप? I'm fine, thanks. And you? So to reply to this question, we can always answer like मैं ठीक हूँ. I'm fine, thank you. कृपया, please. कृपया, which means please. Whenever we are requesting someone, we always use this word कृपया. कृपया आप मुझे अपना पेन दे दीजिए. Please give me your pen. So always remember, कृपया is a very courteous way of saying please. धन्यवाद. Thank you. Our next word is thank you. धन्यवाद. धन्यवाद आपने मुझे यहाँ पर बुलाया. Thank you for inviting me here. कोई बात नहीं. You're welcome. कोई बात नहीं, which means you're welcome. So whenever someone is saying thank you to us, like धन्यवाद in Hindi, we can always address them like कोई बात नहीं. You're welcome. हाँ, yes. So the next word is हाँ, which means yes. हाँ, मेरा नाम अनुज खुराना है. Yes, my name is Anuj Khurana. नहीं, no. So opposite to yes, the next word is no. नहीं. नहीं, मैं आज dinner नहीं खाऊंगा. No, I'm not going to have dinner tonight. ठीक है. Okay. ठीक है, which means okay in English. ठीक है, आज आप थोड़ा लेट आ जाना. Okay, you can come a bit late today. मुझे माफ कीजिएगा. Excuse me. मुझे माफ कीजिएगा. Which means excuse me. मुझे क्षमा करें. I'm sorry. मुझे क्षमा करें. Which means please forgive me. मुझे क्षमा करें. आज मैं थोड़ा लेट हूँ. Please forgive me. I'm a bit late today. शौचालय कहाँ है? Where is the restroom? शौचालय कहाँ है? Which means where is the restroom? एक मिनट रुकिए. Wait a moment. Our next set of words are एक मिनट रुकिए, which means wait a moment. एक मिनट रुकिए, मैं अभी वापस आता हूँ. Wait a moment, I'll be back. यह कितने का है? How much is this? यह कितना है? How much is it? It is like asking someone like, how much is this? How much is this number? यह कितना है? क्या मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Can I get the check, please? क्या मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Which means, can I get the check, please? बधाई हो. Congratulations. बधाई हो, which means congratulations. बधाई हो, आप हिंदी पॉड 101 से हिंदी सीख रहे हैं. Congratulations, you are learning Hindi from hindipod101.com. फिर मिलेंगे. See you later. फिर मिलेंगे, which means see you again. अपना ध्यान रखिएगा. Take care. Coming to the end of this lesson, so our next word is अपना ध्यान रखिएगा, which means take care. Alvida. Goodbye. So the last word for this lesson is alvida. Goodbye. Alvida, हम जल्द ही मिलेंगे. Goodbye. We're gonna meet again. So that's all from today's lesson, and I hope you all enjoyed learning these new words, which are quite easy, and these are the words which are most commonly used in Hindi. I hope you liked our video, and if you did so, please click on the like button and subscribe to our channel, which is HindiPod101.com. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll be back with few more Hindi lessons to make you learn Hindi while you are sitting at home. Goodbye, take care. Namaste, welcome to HindiPod101.com, the easiest, smartest and the quickest way to learn Hindi online. My name is Anuj Khurana and I'm back with yet another Hindi lesson with new Hindi words. Today we are going to discuss about 10 phrases, 10 sentences which you can use to amaze a native speaker. So let's begin. धन्यवाद, लेकिन मैं वास्तव में एक देशी वक्ता नहीं हूँ. Thank you, but actually I am not a native speaker. धन्यवाद, लेकिन मैं वास्तव में एक देशी वक्ता नहीं हूँ. Thank you, but actually I am not a native speaker. मैं 10 सालों से हिंदी सीख रहा हूँ. I've been learning Hindi for 10 years now. मैं 10 सालों से हिंदी सीख रहा हूँ. I've been learning Hindi for 10 years now. मैं 3 सालों में एक देशी वक्ता की तरह हिंदी बोल पाऊंगा. I'll be able to speak Hindi like a native speaker in 3 years. मैं 3 सालों में एक देशी वक्ता की तरह हिंदी बोल पाऊंगा. I'll be able to speak Hindi like a native speaker in 3 years. Well, that's quite a good speed if you can speak like a native speaker in 3 years. Nothing like that. मैं खुद से ही हिंदी सीख रहा हूँ. I'm learning Hindi by my own. मैं खुद से ही हिंदी सीख रहा हूँ. I'm learning Hindi by my own. Well, you have HindiPod101.com. You can learn Hindi quite quickly from there too. मैं उपशीर्षकों के बिना भी एक हिंदी फिल्म देख सकता हूँ. I can watch a Hindi film without the subtitles. मैं उपशीर्षकों के बिना भी एक हिंदी फिल्म देख सकता हूँ. I can watch a Hindi film without the subtitles. Well, I'm sure you all must be aware of Bollywood. These films are a lot of drama, a lot of romance, and if you're good at Hindi, you can enjoy Bollywood films. आपने जो कहा मैं पूरा समझ गया हूँ. I've understood everything you have said. आपने जो कहा मैं पूरा समझ गया हूँ. I've understood everything you have said. मैं लगभग 50 नए हिंदी के शब्द एक दिन में याद कर सकता हूँ. I can learn 50 new Hindi words in a day. मैं लगभग 50 नए हिंदी के शब्द एक दिन में याद कर सकता हूँ. I can learn 50 new Hindi words in a day. Well, trust me, if you can do so, you can quickly become a fluent Hindi speaker. हिंदी के अलावा मैं और भी कई भाषाओं में बात कर सकता हूँ. I can speak several other languages apart from Hindi. हिंदी के अलावा मैं और भी कई भाषाओं में बात कर सकता हूँ. I can speak several other languages apart from Hindi. Well, if you can do so, trust me, you are very talented because I can just speak Hindi and English. मैं खुद हिंदी पढ़ और लिख सकता हूँ. I can write and read Hindi on my own. Our next sentence is मैं खुद हिंदी पढ़ और लिख सकता हूँ. I can write and read Hindi on my own. मैं कभी कभी हिंदी कविता लिखता हूँ. At times I write Hindi poems. Well, if you're doing that, it's just amazing. If you're learning a language and writing poems and that, nothing better than that. मैं कभी कभी हिंदी कविता लिखता हूँ. At times I write Hindi poems. Well, that's all from today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed our video lesson. If you have any kind of suggestions, any kind of feedback, you can write them in the comment section. And if you liked our video, please click on the like button. You can also subscribe to our channel, which is HindiPod 101. For more such kind of Hindi lessons, you can visit our website, which is www.hindipod101.com. I'll be back with more Hindi lessons. Till then, stay tuned. Goodbye.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.